Everybody, welcome back to Game Week FC. My name's Travis. This is my team that you're looking at on the screen. I had 65 points this past weekend. Pretty solid, above average. Had some really decent things, kind of weird things happen. But my vice captain, the first time this has ever happened, my Erling Haaland, my true captain, didn't play, which actually turned out to be a good thing because Gabriel got me 9 points. Double that is 18. So he got me a good chunk of points here. My City players really came through. Ekatike, probably should have captained him, but I did not think that he was going to score a goal and 2 assists against West Ham. But yeah, decent weekend for me. Let's go look at my team. Actually, let's look at the highest point total. Elashker, that's a crazy name. Okay, he had minus 12 points for transfers, but he had 125 points bench boosted. I had Harry Wilson and Anthony on the bench. If he had Kel Heller and Van de Ven, if he had different players for them, he could have had like a lot more points. But he did some really good things. Ekatike, captain Bruno Fernandes, smart. Gabriel Timber. Yeah, well done, Elashker. You had a good weekend. This is my team, my current hypothetical team for this week. Tomorrow, it's a quick turnaround. Could be some rotation, so I'm kind of worried about that. But we got 3 guys here that have knocks. So I'm not sure. I have 3 fresh guys on the bench, so that's good. So not too worried about that, but it does make me question who I should captain. The one move that I've already made is I brought James Garner into this team. He's playing against Burnley at home. I think there's a big chance for Everton to make a statement that they can actually win a game at home because they haven't done so in a long time. I captain him, which is just very... a lot of people would question that. I don't know. I just think he's a differential this weekend, and I think he has potential upside. I could captain Tarkowski. I could just captain Haaland and make one of those guys my vice captain. But I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. I could captain Ekatike against Wolves, but I don't think he's going to get as many points as he did against West Ham. I don't know why, but questions. But don't worry about that. Let's get into our differentials here. Starting in goal, Donnarumma. Don't have to say much about this. Nottingham Forest kind of struggle to score goals. Great form, Donnarumma, 7 points, 5 points, 5 points, 9.4% owned. It's lower than I thought, honestly. So, I like Donnarumma in goal, potential clean sheet. Carl Darlow, 3.9 mil. That's pretty good. 2.4% owned. He's playing against a Sunderland team that have kind of struggled to score goals lately. I really see this game being low scoring. But I do think Leeds will have most of the ball. So I think that will maybe minimize the attack, the Sunderland attack. So I see a potential clean sheet for Darlow. I see a potential 0-0 draw, if I'm being honest. Maybe a 1-0 Leeds. I don't know. El Hadji Malik Diouf. I think I got that right. 1.9% owned. He's playing at Fulham. That's not a great matchup. But you can see here he has been very effective lately. He's had 3 points, 9 points, 6 points, 9 points. He's gotten 2 assists in those games, getting a decent chunk of defensive contribution points here. Yeah, I kind of just like them. I like West Ham in this game. I think they have a chance to, get a draw or a win in this game against Fulham. I don't think they should be huge underdogs. But yeah, I think Diouf can contribute. He's only 4 mil, so definitely worth bringing him into your team. Next, we got Ait-Nouri. He was my differential he's been my differential for the past 2 weeks, I think. Against Newcastle, he disappointed, but he came through against Leeds United. Yeah, had an assist, clean sheets, and did not get defensive contribution points, but 11 points, that's massive. He was one of my better differential picks this past weekend. I think I did pretty well in my differential picks. I got to go back, and sometimes I forget who I pick sometimes, but I think I did really well. But yeah, Ait-Nouri was huge. Next, we got Van Heck. As you can see, he's had 5 points, 9 points, 4 points in the past 3 games, 3.8% owned. I get it. He's playing Arsenal, but hear me out. I actually think Brighton have a chance against Arsenal. I really do. Arsenal kind of got lucky against Chelsea last game. Their XG was like the same, so it really should have been a draw. But I don't know. Brighton's coming off 2 wins in a row. I think they're turning a corner in their season. I think they can maybe get a draw in this game. But I like Van Heck. He's going to get a ton of defensive contribution points. If somehow he gets a clean sheet, that would be just tons of points. Jared Branthwaite, 0.3% owned. That's kind of surprising. Had a 9-pointer. He scored a goal. Got DC points. Yeah, it's a great performance. Playing at home against Burnley. Don't have to say much about that. I think they Everton really need to prove themselves in this game. They really should get a clean sheet. But I would not be surprised if Burnley scored. But Everton need to prove themselves. Daniel Munoz playing at Spurs. I mean, Spurs are relegation level at this point. 8.3% owned. Munoz is just one of those guys who he's probably one of the most athletic, fit players in the Premier League. I could just see him just outpacing Spurs on counterattacks and potentially getting an assist or a goal. I do kind of feel like this game could be high scoring against Tottenham. Next up, we got Jack Hinchelwood. This is a real differential here. 0.0% owned. He's coming off a 6-pointer, a 5-pointer. XGI has been decent. He gets okay DC points, not a lot, but I don't know. I kind of like him against Arsenal. I really do. He's a creative player. Ever since he's come back into the squad 3 games ago, Brighton have been playing way better. So, yeah, I don't know. Same thing with Van Heck. I just feel like Brighton have a chance in this game. I really do. Brendan Aronson, 0.7% owned. He had 0.64 XGI against Man City this past weekend. I kind of like for him to, I think that number is going to be similar against Sunderland. Yeah, he should. If he had 0.64 last game against City at home, then he should definitely have about that against Sunderland as well. But next up, we got Omar Marmoush. This is another guy like Ait-Nouri, both kind of got hurt early in the season. So a bunch of people had them in their teams at the beginning of the season, and then they got hurt, and then they kind of just gave up on them. But both are back, and they're both getting the Marmouche is getting okay minutes, but he's kind of heating up. He had an assist against Newcastle, 0.34, 0.29 XGI. This could be a game where he starts and plays another decent chunk. And honestly, I could totally see him scoring against Nottingham Forest. I think just people have kind of forgotten about him a little bit, but he's a fabulous player. So I like him as a differential, 2.6% owned. Next, we got James Garner. I mentioned him earlier. He's in my squad now, playing at home against Burnley. This guy kind of runs the show for Everton in the midfield. He contributes in the attack. XGI's okay. Last game was not good, but he gets DC points as well. He kind of does it all for Everton, and I just got that feeling that he would be a good pick. As you saw, I had him as my captain, which is very questionable, but as kind of just like my shot in the dark kind of prediction there, James Garner. Ryan Simplicio Rocha. This guy, ever since he's gotten to Bournemouth, his XGI, his goal involvements, has been really good. It's been pretty consistent. So I like his XGI to be similar against Brentford. He could get an assist or a goal. He's first 3 games he contributed. He got 2 goals and 1 assist. He's kind of slowed down, but his XGI is still fairly high. So should get another contribution. It'd be good if this game was high scoring. I'll tell you that. It'd be more likely for him to get something. Jared Bowen, just a really good player on a really bad team. West Ham have improved, okay? They've improved a lot. And I actually like their chances, like I said, against Fulham. Just because they lost 5-2 to Liverpool does not mean you should forget about their results prior to that, because they've been pretty solid, honestly. They've only lost to Chelsea and Liverpool in their past 7 games or so. But yeah, his XGI has been good. He's just an elite player. I love Jared Bowen. He works his butt off. Next, we got Benjamin Šeško. I would feel wrong to not include him in here. He's had 3 goals in 3 games, 4 goals in 5 games. I don't know if he's going to score against Newcastle. I don't think he will, honestly, but I'm not going to miss out on him because he's hot, okay? He is an in-form striker, and he's only 4.9% owned. If he scores a 4th, yeah, I don't want to miss out on that. And there's not many players that are in his form at the moment. Next thing, we got Raul Jimenez. This guy, his XGI, ever since game week 23, has just been unreal. 0.46, 1.2, 5.6, 1.14, 0.45. The guy is involved in the attack and just about everything. So playing against a West Ham defense that has improved lately, but just gave up 5 goals, I think it's a little bit of a no-brainer here. Raul Jimenez is absolutely a differential. 2.7% owned. Look, 3 great fixtures coming up. I thought he was going to score against Tottenham. I had him as my differential last weekend. Didn't do anything. So it could be this game against West Ham because his XGI just means that there is something coming. Goals are coming, assist, whatever it is. Raul is going to be involved. So All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I shall see you next video. Good luck. Adios. Set your squads today, okay? It's a quick turnaround. Tuesday games. Don't forget about it, okay? All right. See you guys. Adios.